This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another game, and well, after Knights of the Old Republic 2, why not go to the next step? Although Knights of the Old Republic 2 wasn't Bioware, but I was kind of going in chain. So anyway, this time it's Jade Empire, one of the more lesser-known titles of Bioware, which I personally really enjoy, and it's a kind of different from what it has a similar engine and similar storytelling from their other games, but different setting. Different world. Let's watch the little trailer that comes in when you wait a few seconds.
This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Nice little trailer for what's to come. Yeah, this kind of reminds me. It reminds me of back in the early days of GameStop, which I don't go in there anymore, and that's for another tale. But they would have this demo playing on their Xbox console way in the back, and I remember looking forward to this game because I was one of those guys. I was a Bioware nerd fanboy. I was like, anything Bioware came out, I was on board with it no matter what it was. Not so much nowadays, but that's a different matter, and not so much their fault maybe, but gaming politics and all the other stuff. So, whoops. So, man, this game does not give you much time to before the demos start running. Actually, are there any game demos on this thing? I forgot. It's been a while. This is the old Xbox game, by the way. Same thing as my previous game. Oh, just Conquer Live and Reloaded. No, we're good on that. Although the Live and Reload wasn't a bad redo of that game from the N64 days, but oops. Well, that was weird. I'm using an emulation program for this, so apparently, if I pop out of the demo trailer or whatever it is, apparently it kicks me out of the system. So, whoops. Well, this will be. I never had. I try to be professional-ish as I can, but well. I might as well show it. What happens? Apparently, Xbox 360 emulation isn't at its perfect. Oh, and at the intro, it shows the little concept art for all the characters and stuff like that. So what options are in this game? I think there's just like your standard stuff, audio, headphones, which I've already got, but I'm not gonna mess with that because I think it changes it quite a bit. Brightness. I don't remember this game being too dark on me, so I'll just leave it as is. Difficulty. What is the highest difficulty? I usually leave it on normal mode. Yeah, because this game isn't, I wouldn't say super hard, but there are bits and pieces of this game that you might have some trouble with, depending on your playstyle, because this game plays a lot differently from other games. But perhaps I'll wait till the game actually starts to explain it. So let's start a new game and get into the world of Jade Empire. Oh man, it's been a while since I popped in this bad boy. It's been quite a few years since I played this game, so let's choose our character. You like all other Bioware games, you can either create a character or your character is kind of a faceless person. Well, not faceless, but personality-wise, he's only based off your decisions of the course of the game. And like other Bioware games, there are various like ways you can go about like decisions on how your personality works, and you have skill decision trees based off your personality, that type of thing. So in this game, though, it's a little bit different because, I mean, obviously the previous Bioware games, you choose your character face and you choose like their class and everything like that. This one, their classes or their type is already chosen for you. It's just based on like minor details. So playing a specific character will change like little bits here. So let's look at the Lou the Prodigy. Well, let's look at all the characters really quick. See, Lou the Prodigy, he is a balanced character, which means his stats are based on, health, chi or ki, however you want to pronounce it, and see, it's strength, ki. I forgot the third one now. But anyway, let's see. While not the fastest or strongest of warriors, the balanced character is the most versatile. The balanced character excels at adapting to exploit an enemy's weakness. He starts with the legendary strike, martial style, and that's it. So, many of the Jade Empire have heard of legendary strike, but few have actually seen it in action. Fewer still have mastered this martial art, but those who are to be feared, their blows rain down too fast to block, and their kicks are going to be quickly put an opponent out for good. He gets the Heavenly Wave support skill. Heavenly Wave! This is Chi, that's right. So there's combat, Chi or Ki, and one other, I think it's like just summon or something like that. But anyway, Heavenly Wave support style does damage directly Ki strike. I'm just going to call it Ki from now on. This style's power attack can initiate a harmonic combo. Well, we'll know about harmonic combos as we play the game. Fighters skilled in Heavenly Wave wearing techniques can slow their opponents to crawl. While this support style does no damage on its own, a master can manipulate the Ki in the area around opponents, rendering them sluggish and easily defeated. Even the most lightning-fast foes can be slowed by a turtle's pace with the skillful application of Heavenly Wave. So that's Lou the Prodigy. So we can customize our character as well, which I'll get to that here in a second. Now, we've got another character here. Now, this character is not on the base game. You had to have gotten the special limited edition of the game, which was like one of those either you pre-ordered it or you bought it in its first run type of thing. I think, let's see, I don't believe Jade Empire is on a computer or Steam or anything like that, so you would basically have to mod your Xbox or do some like weird hacking to add this character in it without getting the disc. I mean, it's probably possible to like download like the file code onto like a Xbox memory card or something like that, or download to your Xbox through like a hard drive adaptation. So there are ways to get it, just not easily. But Monk Zheng is a special just to the special edition of Jade Empire. He is a magic type. Well, at least that's his base design, which means he uses mainly key strikes for enhancement or actual magic. The only reason to choose Monk Zheng is I thought he got a special weapon. Let me look really quick. See, he gets Leaping Tiger with vigor and speed of animals, for which this martial style was named. Leaping Tiger dazzles onlookers even as it carves up opponents. Practitioners of this martial style focus on so completely on the strength and quickness of their tiger that razor-sharp claws seem to sprout from their fists. The style's quick leaping techniques and punching strikes create a flurry of death that can even armed opponents at bay. He also gets Heavenly Wave, which is the slowdown skill. I think also if you choose Monk Zheng, I think you unlock like a unique weapon for him as well, if I remember correctly. I'll look that up later. I just remember this model specifically is for the collector or special edition of the game. Okay. Anyway, we get Wu, the Lotus Blossom, who is Lou or I think it's Lou. Let's see. Oh no, it's these two. Okay. Wu and Furious Ming are the I wouldn't say canonical characters, but they're the ones whose artwork is portrayed the most. Mainly Wu. So if I had to consider anyone a canonical like story-based version of this game, it's probably her. She's balanced. She also gets Legendary Strike and Heavily Wave. She does not get any... I don't think she has any extra dial, because you can basically make your character however you want, so there's really no unique. I mean, the only reason to maybe choose one over the other is because all skills can be learned by any character eventually throughout the game, so don't worry about that. Balanced, the types, it says it's balanced, but you can eventually level yourself up to make yourself balanced if you want, so that's not a big deal either. Really, the main reason to choose one character over the other is the character model, whichever you like more, which I do like the Wu character model, so it's definitely worth looking into. Furious Ming, he's fast, which means his ability is put into his speed stat for augmentation and stuff like that. A fast character may not be the strongest, but he can maintain focus battle longer than others, easily sidestepping strikes and delivering counterattacks on mountain speed. Oh, that's right. It's focus is the third ability, so it's like attack, key, and focus. He gets 1,000 cuts and heavenly waves. 1,000 cuts is aptly named through the style that does not involve blades. A master of the style relies on numerous light strikes in quick successions instead of singular punching blows or thunderous kicks. Most opponents reel under such relentless assault and are able to counter fast enough to find an opening for their attacks. Got Tiger Shen. He is a strong type. He mainly has... he usually uses his physical abilities for... strength. Like it says there, a strong character trades speed and magical aptitude for raw strength and power, enabling him to dish out and withstand much more than other warriors. He gets White Demon in Heavily Wave, so White Demon. Many martial artists criticize the White Demon style for being slow and ponderous, but in the hands of a true master, it can be one of the deadliest martial arts of all. While it lacks the crowd-pleasing panache of faster styles, White Demon's sheer power and intimidating techniques plow through opponents like an ogre in a tea house. Then we got Radiant Zheng. I don't know Chinese. Jade Empire is kind of an amalgamation of a lot of Eastern cultures, mysticism, and stuff like that. Heavily inspired by Chinese, but you could probably... I think they picked up some like Vietnamese and Korean and other stuff of history or mythology as well. So I think they've cherry picked a lot of stories. But anyway, she's the female fast character. She gets 1,000 cuts and heavy wave. I like her model too. Scholar Ling. If I played a female mod, I usually play Scholar Ling for my magic, just because I like the outfit she's got. Very kind of like, it's got a classy slash like a little bit of sexy in there, I think, but doesn't really matter. But anyway, so. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to choose the character you can only get from the special edition, Monk Zheng. And if we go to customize, yeah, it tells you I can basically slightly modify my character in any way. He is, if you just select him as is, he starts off with a higher key focus instead of the other. So it just depends on how you want to play him. Usually I try to eventually balance out my characters anyway, but let me read off the little descriptions here. Your body score represents your physical hardiness and ability to withstand damage. Health measures your physical endurance. When health reaches 0, you die. You can regain health by using key heal, picking up red orbs, health power-ups during battle, or meditating at spirit fonts. Well, the game will explain that eventually when we get to the game. Your spirit score represents your inner strength and magical power. Key measures your spiritual energy. Use key to recover health. Through key heal, enhance your attacks, feel magical styles, and power transformation styles. You can regain key by picking up blue key power-ups during battle, meditating at spirit fonts, or using the spirit thief style to steal from enemies. We'll get to that eventually too. And mind. Your mind score represents concentration and tactical awareness in combat. Focus measures your ability to concentrate intently in battle. You use focus when you wield weapons or enter focus mode to slow your enemies. You can recover focus by picking up yellow focus power-ups during battle or meditating at focus shrines. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to... usually I try to balance it out a bit. Maybe give myself either a bit more key or something like that. Especially if you're not very good at action games, you might want to boost up your health a little bit. But I'm going to do a bit of extra key there, I think, since this guy's a... and yeah, here you go. Here's if you don't want to just take what the game gives you, you can slightly change like what styles you get at the beginning of the game, which I believe you can just choose two. Weirdly enough, I kind of like the fast style when it comes to actual melee damage on here for myself. But yeah, you got 1,000 cuts if you want something fast. White Demon if you want something like heavier. And then a Leaping Tiger and Legendary Strike are kind of middle of the roads type of way. Might just go for, as much as I like 1,000 cuts, I think I might go for Legendary Strike because it's the more middle of the road style. And we can get eventually, like I said, we can eventually get the rest of these styles throughout the course of the game. So don't worry about that. It's just what you want now. And I guess I can't change my support style. I have to have Heavenly Wave, which Heavenly Wave is good. It slows down your opponents, which is nice for you to like get in some quick strikes. So we'll do Legendary Strike, I think, despite me liking 1,000 cuts a bit better. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Do I want to just stay as Monk Zheng throughout the game? I mean, that is his character name. Yeah, we'll do. Actually, can I fit my my moniker in there? Let's see. Oops. Hold on. I forgot to hold down the button for shift. There we go. Maybe? Whoops. How do you oh, there we go, backspace. I was like, how do you backspace? Even though it tells you. Okay. Yeah, I can't fit my name in. All right. Although in Eastern culture, my name does not really make sense, but hey, why not? All right. We shall be Vauldemare, of course, or Monk Zheng. I might refer to myself as Zheng throughout the game just because. Got our 2 styles, excellent, and our build. All right, let's play. Let's jump into the world of Jade Empire. Oh, you guys are good. If you've never heard about this game or played this game before, you are in for a treat. I think so. I think this game is really good, and I really wish they had tried to do a sequel of it. But I mean, I might as well mention it now. Because of the way this was made before, I believe, before Bioware got sold off from Pandemic to EA. So they're not the same company anymore. Like half the people who work there don't work there anymore. So anyone who probably worked on this game and had an idea for a sequel have probably either retired from the series or gaming or work at different game companies. So enjoy it while it lasts, because there will never be a sequel to this as far as I know, which is sad. It has a lot of untapped potential.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Yes, we are somewhere in the Jade Empire. Apparently we are perhaps training? It's hard to say. Okay, so yeah, like the Bioware system, we got multiple different decisions, and most decisions won't make crazy difference, depending on the mission, but so you've got your, now different from other previous Bioware games, and I mean, you could kind of tell inflection by just the way it's worded. In this game, there's a slight difference detail on how your reactions are. Now, if you look at my character here, he's got a general neutral appearance here for the most part, although you can't tell from here. But if I choose, there's a okay, so here's his neutral appearance. So you can probably barely tell it from here unless you're actually up close. But he's got a neutral appearance here, and if I choose the top option, he has a smiley face. And there's angry face. Yeah, this game actually has facial expressions for your character, so this kind of almost gives you a better idea of like what type of inflection this main character is doing at time. Now, having an angry face does not necessarily mean the guy's being a dick. It might mean you're generally angry at the situation, like caught a bandit, and you're like, oh, I hate you, bandit, that type of thing. But 9 times out of 10 in this game, it's usually you being a dick half the time. While happy usually means you're being nice to the fellow. That doesn't make the biggest difference in certain situations, but at some point, we'll talk about it when that system ever comes up, which is quite a bit into the game when they actually pop up the system, but I'll mention it eventually. However, since the last couple Bioware-ish type of games I played, I was playing the nice guy for canon purposes. We're going to be a dick in this one, so let's see what we got here. One more match then. Not today. We're practicing from now. I could find myself, and that might even odds. That's more of a cheeky one. There's like, let's play the dickish version of our character. I doubt it. You strike with the grace of a cow. Should I do an accent with him, or should I just talk in my regular voice? I'll think about it.
You've lost none of your acid wit, I see. Maybe you'd like to back that up. Let's say one more bout before Master Li steals you away.
Here's a better. Maybe I should have waited to talk about facial expressions, so we got to this part here. I am rarely beaten, friend. Yeah, so here you go. See, happy. That means he's generally jovial, joking, whatever you want to have it. Neutral could be anywhere as in too informative or to a point or whatever you want to call it. That's also neutral as well. Yeah, let's go. Since we said we kind of mocked him before, so let's ask him to back it up. So, but yeah, I am rarely beaten. I do not wish to spar with you right now. Show your skills with your hands, not your words.
Let us begin.
But anyway, this is the tutorial basically. So you could skip this, I think, but it's best to show you how this works. So, okay, we're in Legendary Strike mode. So, yeah, this game's an action game. Holy crap. The previous ones had been turn-based, whatever. I mean, you can move around, but it's still based off a turn-based system. This is actually an action RPG. That's why it's a lot different from its previous game. So, okay, well, let's go with the tutorial just to start out with. So, we press A or whatever is A in your thing to attack. So, there you go. Well done. All right, we did damage. All right, so B while standing still will block. So, let's block. And you can tell you're blocking because of the shield. So, unlike other action games where you might have your arm like crossing your chest or whatever, this game gives you a clear indicator that you are blocking. So, all right, we've been hurt. So let's see, what is it on this controller? Okay, it's not. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, so I have to like. Okay, it's either the white button on an Xbox controller or it's the left bumper. Okay, so that's how you heal. As long as you have key. If you don't have a key, you can't heal. So in this game, since he's defending, he already did a move like that to me. So if I attack him, I'll do like little to no damage. So if we need to break through that, let's X. So we do a power attack, and boom, we break through it. See, if you press B, you can avoid attacks. Yeah, like this. Basically what I'm doing now is, that's how, when I was jumping around, that's how you avoid attacks. So yeah, you can't just turn base past this. So alright, now we have to actually fight him. I don't think he actually has a lot of HP, so we can beat him pretty quickly, so yeah. I mean, it's a tutorial fight, so easy peasy. But who's that? Oh, looks like an old man.
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Master Li, so is he the wise old sage character that will teach us all the cool moves? Hey, if you've watched any martial arts movie, then you're in for, well, it does use a lot of tropes from some martial arts movies, I'll admit. Not all of them, but yeah, I think they were heavily inspired by old Chinese mythology as well as martial arts movies and stuff like that, which, hey, I'm a fan of those too. But anyway, thanks for the bout. Each bruise is a mark of your failure to learn. Yeah, each bruise is a mark of your failure to learn our master's teachings.
You do not need to be so confrontational. This was merely practice. One of the few times where a loss carries no impact. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Well, thanks for that, I think. Alright, where's Master Li again? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
He specifically told me that it was no rush, so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Alright, now we're in free range mode, at least, well, I mean, free range. We get to run around for a bit. Chapter 1, wherein a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Haiku for you. At least, wait, is that haiku? 7, wherein a master foretells... okay. It's supposed to be 757, so never mind, it's not haiku. Well, that's more Japanese anyway, and this is based more of Chinese mythology, so... your training nears its completion, the idyllic setting of two rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest and shadowy assassins who heed no law. Now, it won't be 100% Dick. I'll basically be Dick in situations I think is more funny and stuff like that. I mean, I'll generally choose that option over all others, but I'll, kind of whatever my feeling is at the time. So, but yeah, we can run around and yeah, it's a lot more smooth than in the like old Republic games and stuff like that. It was a bit choppy, all the other stuff. But yeah, I can just run around, dodge around, all that stuff. Look at me, mommy. I don't think most of the, let's see. Oh, most of the characters without a specific name will just have generic dialogue, that type of thing.
One day I'll reach your level of skill, but not unless I keep practicing with Smiling Mountain.
Wow, cool. Hey, student Win. Apparently you're awesome.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
You are a long way from home, noob. No. Let's see. If you are here, you belong here. Why do you doubt yourself? You believe you're inferior. You make it true. If you are too weak to be at the school, leave before you waste our master's time. That is the dickish option for sure. You believe you're inferior, you make it true. There will be a reason for certain mentality choices in this game. Like, whenever the game, I think the game straight up tells you like certain styles or certain mentalities about certain things, but I kind of want to wait for the game to actually straight up tell me that instead of explaining it to you early. So, if you believe that you're inferior, you make it true.
You're right. Sometimes I just feel that I'm so far behind you that I may never catch up.
Save others you'll see. Your whining does nothing but waste off Master's time.
I don't waste Master Lee's time. I just feel very new to the school. If time is so valuable here, then I won't waste any more of yours.
And obviously in a lot of Bioware games, a lot of times you can kind of fix what you said, like maybe you're a bit too aggressive if you change your mind on being such a dick, or even if you're nice, sometimes you can still say a dick thing to people. Obviously this isn't a big thing because my character is neutral stance in a lot of these cases. I mean, don't have his facial expressions be the end-all choice on this matter, because wording is still important in this case. So, for me to speak out of turn, you did not deserve that. I don't wish to argue, but I am correct. It will be easier if you just accept that you'll never be my match. Take care. I'll talk to you later. I don't wish to argue, but I am correct.
Even a kind statement would be harsh put so bluntly. I don't need to suffer this. Goodbye.
Ooh, sorry, dude. But I am awesome. Okay, we get our first point in. I kind of wait for the game to tell me what that means, which is quite a while from now. But, oh, what's this? Ooh. Auspicious portents. Understanding the stars in the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, we can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon was said to dwell, and in his illustrious home, we can see the signs of his effects on creation. Of the observable phenomenon, 3 major ones are the most auspicious. Comets, the flames of the heavens passing down across the sky, eclipses, during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods, and falling stars, marking the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracy to the earth. Oh, we get experience for this. Nice. Yeah, if you read books in the game or learn extra knowledge, you gain experience. So finding stuff gains experience, reading new books and tomes gains experience. So yeah, there's a reason to kind of check around. Hello.
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around. The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Lee when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
Well, if you told me earlier, we wouldn't be having this issue. The Master will smack you good. Okay, there's a couple guys training there. Is there anything up this way? Ooh, another book stand. Let's read it. The Old Tongue, Volume 1. Tao Fan. By the way, I am going to be butchering all these, like, Chinese-ish like names, so forgive me in that case. Tao Fan, or the Old Tongue, was the native language of one of many kingdoms struggling for supremacy before the empire was unified by sagacious Tian, our first emperor. As the wars raged, constant shifts in territorial leadership spread the use of the Old Tongue. By the time sagacious Tian formed the empire, the Old Tongue was so widely spread that it became a second official language to the Jade Empire. It's a nice little way to get... Whoa.
Typical.
What? Who are you? We'll talk to you in a second. Ooh, scroll stand. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on an even prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastating dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount in the hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sun Hua, I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but declared this drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched lands, and stability was returned. Apparently the Emperor has the powers of God, although, isn't that what was in a lot of Chinese, countries for the longest time, is that the Emperor was supposed to be directly tied to God, or whatever heavenly being you want to call that, so... It's been a while since I've studied ancient Chinese lands and stuff like that, but if I remember correctly, most of the information I know about China is from the Three Kingdoms era from the game, so take that as much as you will. So anyway, who is this man here, Gao the Lesser? And we've got more people to talk to as well. And what will Master Li teach us about our place in this grand school? Find out next time as we continue the fabulous adventures of the Jade Empire. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.